Okay, and main. Should see the stats. Did you see the stats? Did you read the stats? Maybe not.
Of what?
The stats. Oh.
Did you see the stats?
Ok, bonjour tout le monde. Est-ce que vous m'entendez? Est-ce que vous me voyez? I'm talking about statistics because we did some statistics research on Learn French with Alexa, the YouTube channel. Did you know that in the world there are 64 million YouTubers? Okay, so 64 million YouTubers, active YouTubers, and that we belong to the top 29,000 YouTubers. So which means that 29,000 only YouTubers have 1 million subscribers or more. But we are really close to 2 million subscribers, which means that statistically we belong to 0.008% of the top YouTubers in the world. What? Why are you laughing? It's a fact. I mean, for
it's just such a tangent.
it's such a, but yeah, but for an education channel, I think it's not bad going. What do you think, guys? I think it's not bad going. That I'm out there, you know, with top channels that obviously do not do education or teach French. It's such a narrow, you know, niche for me. I'm just saying, I'm not bragging. I just wanted you to know. Okay, bonjour, John Michael. Thank you. It's really great. Thank you. See, Liam is not impressed. He's not impressed. Yeah, whatever. You know, he's not impressed. He cannot see the big deal. Like knowing that we started just Adam and I a few years back, you know, and I think it's a big deal. C'est pas mal. Félicitations, thank you. See, I'm searching for compliment elsewhere, Liam, since you are not giving them to us. I'm fishing for compliments. There you go. So, anyway, so we are going to do something quite specialized today. And hopefully you can actually keep on watching, because today I want to talk about the TEF, T-E-F, test de connaissance français. No, that's TCF. TEF is an exam that people take sometimes in order to have a certain level of French in order to be able to immigrate to Canada, for example, or even France, to have some kind of B1 up level. Now, the problem with TEF is that it's quite a tough exam to take and to pass. And you may be able to pass it at B1 level, but for Canada, for example, you need a much higher level. So it's whoever has the highest mark, they are more likely to be considered to immigrate to Canada, for example. Okay. Bonjour, Gorvi. Bonjour Marine, bonjour Saksham. Can you explain about les adjectifs possessifs? Saksham, today is about the TEF. However, adjective possessive, I'm very happy to do a whole lesson on that. Now, we cover that fully in my course at Learn French with Alexa, which has been accredited a year ago. And we're very proud of that one as well as being on the top YouTubers in the world. We have actually a really, really good website that covers all these subjects. So I can, if you want me to do the next live on possessive adjectives, I can do that. I have many lessons that targets the adjective possessive. And please have a look at them on my YouTube channel. You just type on the search possessive adjectives or adjective possessive, and you will see the lesson that come up. And I've done many live lessons on that too. Okay. Bonjour Morat. Okay. I'm going to tell you a little bit of the exam, and then we are going to run through one part of the exam. Okay. The compréhension écrite, which is the reading comprehension, okay? Can you explain negative articles? Arav, again, that's not the lesson, what the lesson is about, but we cover negations in great deal and in great details in the course as well at Learn French with Alexa, okay? I'm going to show my screen and really quickly describe to you what the compréhension écrite entails. In that when you take the exam, the TEF exam, it's about any exam, and the DELF as well, and the GCSE, which we have finished fully and is live already on our website. The GCSE is an exam that the teenager take at the age of 16 to reach a certain level in French. So it's part of their exams as well as English and French, as English and maths and science. They can take French at GCSE level. Anyway, so the compréhension écrite of the TEF is divided into 7 sections, okay? And I'm going to show you all the sections and tell you which one we are going to work on today. Bonjour, thank you so much for doing this. I'm writing TEF in a few weeks. Typical games, if you have any questions at all about the exam, you know, we have rewritten the whole exam because it changed this year. It has changed, and I had an amazing team of writers that have changed what we had already into the new specs of the exam. You know, if you have any questions, ask us, you know, or email us at support@learnfrenchwithalexa. So the compréhension écrite, so you've got different parts. So compréhension écrite, compréhension orale, okay? So you've got oral comprehension, listening comprehension, and reading comprehension. But you have the writing as well, okay? Where you have to answer certain questions and write full answers. And you've got the oral exam, the speaking comprehension as well. Not speaking, the compréhension, what is it called in French? So you've got the compréhension écrite, expression orale, expression écrite. Thank you so much. So expression orale, expression écrite. But compréhension écrite is part of the exam. And it's basically, during the exam, you have 60 minutes to answer 40 questions. And you may think, well, that's easy. It's not. Okay, it's not, because each section is particular in a way that, for example, you will have 7 documents, 7 questions on document de la vie quotidienne, which I am going to do next for my special subscribers. As you know that I have people that subscribes on the YouTube channel to access my exclusive live videos, you know, which is the one I'm going to do at 1:30. And also the people that buy my course have access to all the live lessons and the one that I'm going to do next. So we are going to do an exercise on document de la vie quotidienne. You've got phrase lacunaire as a second part of the exam, which is 6 sentences and 6 questions, okay? You have sentences and it's missing a word, and we are going to do that today, okay? And you've got text lacunaire, so we've got a whole text with missing words where you have to find the missing words. You've got four questions with that. And then you've got the lecture rapide de texte, where you have 4 series of 4 short texts and 4 questions, 1 per series of text. So that means you've got 4 texts. You've got 1 question based on those 4 texts, and you need to answer that question. So there is a lot of reading to do during 60 minutes and a lot of questions to answer. And then you've got lecture rapide de graphique, the graphic, whereby you have little graphics, 4, and you've got a question based on these 4, and you've got to answer that as well. So you've got to observe the graphics and understand the question. We have done one like that, I think, the last time as TEF level for my special pupil. You're special. All of you are very special, by the way. Oh, I'm not special because I'm not, but yes, you are. You are very special to me, all of you. And then you've got the document administratif et professionnel. You've got 5 documents, 10 questions, 2 questions per document, you know. It's long. This one is a long text, and sometimes the question refers to one sentence within that text. So it's very hard. But we give you tips in my TEF course. We give you tips of how to spot the answer in a text. And then you've got article de presse, press articles, 4 articles, 8 questions, 2 per article. Now it's it's not for the faint-hearted, the TEF. It's not for the faint-hearted, but people choose to take this particular exam because they want to be at the top and they want to be able to skip that queue in order to enter Canada, for example, or have the right level for the immigration for France, for example. Okay. Tout ça en 60 minutes. Yes, Wosu, Emmanuel. Tout ça en 60 minutes. All of that in 60 minutes. And Vikas, merci maman. Bah, je t'en prie. As far as I know, my child is not called Vikas, but I'm happy to be your mummy if you want me to. You know, I'm just very easy like that. So we are going to have this one is no, it's not. Sorry. Okay, so this is the exercise. Okay, so we're missing a word here. So it's a phrase lacunaire. Okay, and lacune meaning the hole. Okay, or missing something. That's where the word lacunaire comes from. Okay, now what we need to figure out is what is the word that is missing. And unfortunately for us, now that the exam has changed, there is no guessing here. There's no guessing. This is something you need to know. And this is a problem, you know, for anybody because you can't, just like the GCSE, you can try to find the answer by guesstimating or by just working by process of elimination. But in that exercise, you can't, you just have to know. And a lot of the time it will be based on compound words. You need to know what that word fits with another word, or idioms, okay, expression idiomatiques, okay. Kenneth, I'm not ready for any exam in French. That's okay, Kenneth. You don't need to take any exam if you don't want to. It's just that a lot of people take this exam for professional reason, okay? And that's why we've chosen to offer it. But in my website, we have a complete French course that doesn't have anything to do with the TEF or the GCSE or the DELF and DALF, just French to reach the level you want to reach. But we are accredited, which means that you can take an exam within the course and it can accredit you for a certain level in French, okay, from A1 to C2 level. Un idiome. Oui, je montre, c'est un idiome pour la première question. Kate Fleming, for the first question, it is an expression idiomatique. No, absolutely. Okay, so here is the first one. Do not answer. I want people to think about it. I will cover the translation if you want, because if you're a complete beginner, this may be a bit. I don't know whether I want to do that lesson with Alexa. But just you don't have to, but you're going to learn something. Yeah, je suis fière que j'ai commencé mon cours de français avec toi, Alexa. Oh, James. Thank you. Okay, so première question. We've got to fill up this gap. Inutile d'en faire tout un. A. Plat. B. Gâteau. C. Café. D. Pâté. Pâté. So what do you think? What do you think? Kate, I think I know. Okay, so keep it for yourself just for a minute. Okay, just for a minute. A. B, C, D. And Kate is right. It is an idiom, an expression idiomatique. If you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you will see that we have a new series called Idiom of the Week. And the one that we posted yesterday was en faire tout un fromage, which means to make a big deal out of something, okay? And why is fromage, which is a cheese, why is it an expression idiomatic? Well, we have a lot of idioms where we have food in it, okay? So en faire tout un fromage means to make a big deal of it. And it's exactly the same with this expression idiomatic. The meaning is the same. So here we go. Richard B. Café. En faire tout un café. Salut madame, salut tout le monde. Bonjour Jérémy. Vilma, can I ask your TikTok? My TikTok is Learn French with Alexa. Okay, on TikTok and on Insta, it's exactly the same. Learn French with Alexa. Okay. Okay, so here we go. So we have c'est café, maybe. I don't know. I'll tell you in a minute. Now, café is a coffee, by the way. Un café. En faire tout un café. Maybe, maybe not. Anybody else? Gâteau. En faire tout un gâteau. Kate, en faire tout un gâteau. Okay. Anybody else? En faire tout un café. Un gâteau is a cake. So I'm going to try. Okay. So here's me. This is a gâteau. and that's a café, which looks very much like the gâteau. Okay. En faire tout un gâteau. I might just put a candle there. Voilà. En faire tout un gâteau. En faire tout un café. And John Michael, gâteau, it's the most complex of the choices, so that's why I chose it. Okay. En faire tout un pâté, okay. Soleil, pâté. So pâté is, well, we know it's a pâté. It's like a buttered, pâté. I don't know why I started drawing. And now I have started, so therefore I have to do them all. Which is, okay, so pâté, Sandra B. Right. Now, the expression that French people use when they want to say to someone, well, you're making a big deal out of nothing, okay, is en faire tout un plat. There you go. You're making such a dish out of it. And that's what plat is, okay? So, plat is a dish. And here's a dish. Which looks like the pâté, okay? That's how good my drawing is. Okay, oh my God, I knew it. Well, I'm glad. Was it j'en fais tout un plat? Inutile d'en faire tout un plat. And when you use this kind of idioms, now, of course, you need to conjugate the verb here. It's to do. So if you translate it word for word, en faire tout un plat is to do all a dish of it. So to make a big dish out of it. So inutile is it's useless to make a big deal out of it. Just get on with it. Well, I've never got idioms, so I tried. Kate, do you know what? This is the key to learning, or you will know that you are fluent in a language once you master the idioms, I think. Idioms are of C1, C2 level. And I think that from the minute you understand and you can spot an idiom in a sentence when you speak to someone who speaks French, then at this point you can say, I've made it. I've made it. Because the reason I'm saying that is because I can identify with that. And I remember, English is not my first language. French is, and learning English was very hard. And I realized that learning the idioms was a big deal because you could relate to people. They talk in idioms, you answer back in idioms, Sometimes you get it completely wrong, but that's okay. I can spot them, just can't understand them. Okay, well, that's very good. That's very good. Okay, so number 2. So you've got to learn them. An exercise like this one during the TEF, I'm afraid to say you've got to know it by heart, okay? So learn as many idioms as possible. And I'm pretty certain I've got is there an ebook for free on the website?
I don't think it's on the website anymore.
Oh, where is it? Well, where I run through 50 free idioms, sentences, and I put them in context. Sorry, Liam, to put you in that position. I just wanted to know. Marion, tell me about verbs. Well, Marion, how long do you have? Like, you've got 30 minutes like I do, or do you have 6 months, a year? Because I could go on and on and on about verbs. Marion, English is easy. It is, isn't it, when you compare to that? Anyway, numéro 2. Le président de la République partage le pouvoir avec son premier ministre. So what do you think is the right word here? It's very tricky. A. Exécuter. B. Exécutant. C. Exécutif. D. D'exécution. D'exécution. Le pouvoir. So tell me about it. Exécuter. Exécutant. Exécutif. Et d'exécution. What do you think? Sorry, just opening. Okay. Alors, je crois que la réponse correcte pour la deuxième question est C, exécutif. Okay? So we've got D, Mahmoud, d'exécution. Merci, d'exécution. Mahmoud, C ou D. OK, John Michael is exécutif. Exécutif, peut-être D, d'exécution. Blessing, d'exécution. C ou D. What is partage? OK, so le président de la République. We know what that is, okay? Le président de la République partage. Now, in that word, you have part, okay? Part, okay? So think of it like that. It means to share, to give parts, okay? And the verb is partager, partager, okay? So partager something is to split, okay? Ou to share, okay? So, il partage. So, le président de la République partage. So, what we've done here, we've conjugated partager in the present tense. And you have the subject, which is le président, okay? Which is il, he, okay? And when you conjugate an ER verb, what you do with il, you just drop the R and you leave the E. That's what happens. So, it's a present tense. ER, which makes it even easier. So, le président de la République partage le pouvoir, c'est exécutif. Un pouvoir exécutif. What's happening? Le pouvoir exécutif. My studio is falling apart. No, it's okay, Liam. Don't worry. Partage une idée, par exemple. But here, le pouvoir is the power. Pouvoir. Who knows what pouvoir stands for as well? Pouvoir is the noun here, le pouvoir. But pouvoir on its own can be a verb. But what is the verb? What is the verb for pouvoir? So we've got two things going on here. We've got le pouvoir, which is the power, and the verb pouvoir, which is really hard. It is to be able to, absolutely can, okay, be able to. And that's be able to, absolutely. And that's very important, okay. This verb is so important. When you want to say I can, you would say je peux. Tu peux, il peut, elle peut, nous pouvons, vous pouvez, ils peuvent, elles peuvent. Okay, so can, well done. So it's all about spotting these words, okay? In that case, you need to know what words will go well with pouvoir. And again, these are compounds, that words that go well together. It's executive, executive power, okay? And that's the right, okay? So it's not executed, it's not executing, it's not executions, okay? It's executive. So he shares this, le président de la République, with le Premier Ministre. Now, talking about possessives, early on, someone said, oh, I want to do possessive. Son is his, okay? His Prime Minister, okay? So, we've got it. Now, it's an idiom. The next one, number 3, is an idiom. Il pleut des. Here we go. Chien, corde, nœud ou chat. What would be your answer? Imagine you're in the TEF exam. You've got to answer this as quickly as possible. What is the answer to il pleut? Now, we need to understand what il pleut is, and if you're a complete beginner, il pleut is it's raining. But how do you say it's raining cats and dogs in French? Okay, what do we say? So we have Félix, B, corde, Joy, B, Latoya, B, John Michael, B, Danidou, corde, which is B, S of B, Kate, chien. Okay, il pleut des chiens. Corde, either chat ou chien. I've heard this before. Now, of course, if you are a non-English speaker as your first language, you may think, well, I've heard it's raining cats and dogs in UK. No, in English. Oh my gosh, in English. So you may think, well, in French is the same, but that's where you're wrong, and that's where idioms differ according to the country or the culture you're in. I'm not sure if you're a non-English speaker or non-French speaker in your own language. How would you describe it's raining heavily? Yeah, so we say corde. Okay, il pleut des cordes, and corde is ropes. Okay, so it's raining ropes, like ropes. You can imagine the ropes, but it's not raining dogs, it's not raining cats, and it's not raining knots, as in I'm making a knot, yeah. Corde is ropes. My brain just messed that up. That's okay, Kate. It's okay. Because you would understand, well, in English, it's, it's raining cats and dogs, so I'm going to do the same. It's not. And we have our own way. So it would be interesting to know what you say in your own language, if you're, of course, if English or French is not your first language. Bonjour, madame. Thank you for your funny and sincere teaching method. Thank you, Samira. I'm funny and sincere. Thank you. It's not raining dogs. No, it's not. Alors, Kate, we do say il fait un temps de chien, and I can... Kate, I understand where you're getting this one confused, because that's another idiom. Faire un temps de chien is to... it's nasty outside, it's dark, it's raining, it's a weather of dog. That's another idiom that we use, but not for pleuvoir, not for pleuvoir. Do you have this live session every week at this time? No, we have, so watch out. If you're part of the community, we tell you when we have the live. Usually it's once every 4 weeks, but what we have after this one is a more elaborate live, I would say, a lesson for my paying customer. So here we go. Please, is this part of the exam all about idioms? Typical games, it is definitely part of... someone is at the door, idiom. All right. So, okay. So what is happening today? Now, yes, it is part of the exam, and a lot of the time the phrase lacunaire will be about understanding and knowing idioms, but also compound words, the words that we put together. For example, in English, heavy duty. So that would be something like that in French, okay? So it's all about really being aware of your vocabulary, reading as much text as possible and understanding what words goes together. Now, number 4, arrêtez de me faire des compliments, ça me A. Gêne, B. Plaît, C. Surprend, D. Gratte. Arrêtez de me faire des compliments. Okay. Oh, Kate, don't go. Please don't go. Okay, but see you soon, Kate. S of gêne. Okay. Numéro 4 is A. Gêne, according to John Michael. S of Jackson, Richard, Jen, Golden, Jen. With this live save, can I watch later if I want to watch again? Yes. It's going to be, yes?
Just on the YouTube page.
On the YouTube page. It's going to be open to everybody. So it seems like, is there an idiom to describe the subtle chaos energy of the lesson? Are you talking about my lesson? Can you tell I'm ADHD? I'm all over the show. But somehow I always end up by, delivering my objective at the beginning of the lesson. I don't know how I do that. So here we go. The answer is gêne. Let's have a look at this. Arrêtez de me faire des compliments. So stop giving me compliment. It gêne, it plaît, surprend ou gratte me. Okay. Well, gêner is the right answer. Ça me gêne, as in I feel embarrassed by it. Embarrassé, si tu veux, gêner, ça me gêne. Okay. Plaît means it comes from plaire, which means to please. So you're not going to say, stop giving me compliments, it pleases me. It wouldn't work. So ça me plaît. Okay. When you write ça me plaît together, it works. Okay. But that means that you like something. Ça me plaît. Okay. And you have this word in s'il te plaît if it pleases you. Okay. S'il te plaît ou s'il vous plaît. Okay. In that case, it wouldn't work. It makes no sense. Now, surprend comes from surprise. It surprises me. Stop making compliments, to me, it surprises me. That's not the right idiom. And gratter is to itch or scratch, okay? It scratches me. No, that wouldn't work. So we know for a fact that gêner is the right answer. Did you also go live on TikTok? Michael, no, we don't go live on TikTok. Maybe I did one live and that was very successful actually last month, but maybe I should do more. Are you going to upload this live lesson on your YouTube channel? Yes. Okay, please answer my question. Is this live is recorded? Yes, Nora. We are going to upload it on my YouTube channel, okay, as a lesson, okay? So yes, I pray you to be alive for every week. Okay. Thank you. I can't. Well, physically, it's going to be very impossible. But I'll try my best. Okay, so here we go. Numéro 5. Un infarctus est un problème pulmonaire, cérébral, hépatique ou cardiaque. Okay, here we're going to do in the medicine. And I'm sure we've got doctors, watching this. I know for a fact we do, watching me on YouTube. But again, I'm not a doctor, so please don't... don't criticize if I'm not saying the words properly. Un infarctus est un problème pulmonaire, cérébral, hépatique ou cardiaque. Un infarctus est un problème dit cardiaque. Very good. Infarctus est un problème cardiaque. I can see that some people have knowledge of the heart. Infarctus is indeed a cardiac problem, a heart problem. Okay. Pulmonaire, it has the word poumon or poumon, and a poumon is the lungs. Okay. Cérébral, and hépatique is hepatic, as we know, like hepatite. No, I'm not going. I'm going to stop now because I'm going to have conversation. She knows nothing. Okay, and since she's not a doctor, she should not at all even go there, and I'm not. See, I'm stopping myself. So, because... Huh? Liver. Okay. Liver. Okay. Hepatite, okay. And cerebral, as you know, is the brain. Okay, cardiac. Well, thank you for that. Okay, what is an infarctus in English? An infarctus is a cardiac arrest, I think.
Yeah, or
heart attack. Infarctus is a heart attack. Okay. Okay, and to finish, we're going to finish because I'm soon live with my other people, and sometimes the same people, for the next lesson. Les habitants de la commune se sont montrés généreux. Grâce à leur, le moulin a pu être rénové. Okay, so what do you think the last one is? Grâce à leur, le moulin a pu être rénové. So we've got 4 options here. Okay, subvention, don, indemnité et prime. This one is very hard in the sense that you've got to understand who and what's happening here. We're talking about les habitants as the inhabitants of the commune, of the village or the community or the council. You know, they have been very generous. So what have they done? They have given something, okay, grâce, owing to, grâce à, owing to their, okay, here's another possessive here. Subvention, don, indemnité ou prime. And the correct answer, and I can see it here, it's don, okay, donations, don. Okay, so grâce à leur don, le moulin a pu être rénové. So le moulin is the windmill. So owing to their donation or their gifts or whatever generous gift, the windmill has been able to be renovated. Okay, well, thank you, Zuzir Fidel. Thank you so much. I wish you to be my teacher, but I am, Marin, I am. I'm here for you whenever you want, since I've got 1,000 videos on the channel, so you can always watch me. Did you also go live on another social... Did you also, Michael, go live on another social media? No, we have never attempted to do that, have we, Liam? To go live on
Insta sometimes.
Yeah, but to go live at the same time on all the platforms.
Just on here.
Is it possible?
Yeah, theoretically.
Theoretically, it is. Okay. Subvention, these are helps, governmental helps usually, subvention. These are help brought by charity or helps from the government, and you receive subvention. Like they make up for the money that you're missing. For example, don will come from people, individual. Indemnité would be more about indemnité you will receive if your house is flooded, for example. You will get indemnity from insurance. And prime, again, is all related to workers, and you get a special prime if you worked hard and if you done, a lot of work to increase your turnover. For example, you might get a special prime, okay? So don relates to individual. Kaiser, welcome to my live. Kaiser, that means if you're a new member, depends on your membership, you can watch the next live, which takes place in 30 minutes. 20. Oh, really? I've got to stop then. I've got to have a coffee. I made a coffee with milk that is 6 months old. Almond milk. And I'm not even sure that's right.
Tell them to find the link in the community.
So you can find the link in the community tab on my channel if you want the link, and if you have, if you're a special member such as Kevser, then you can find the link. Anyway, how was that for you? Was it good as a phrase lacunaire exercise? What we've just done was a compréhension écrite section phrase lacunaire, and I hope you are getting something out of it. Omolola, bonjour madame. It is possible for me to learn exclusively from your YouTube video in preparation for the TEF? That is such a good question.
We don't cover all the sections.
So the problem with that is that, yeah, in terms of grammar, I think you can. It's not in depth. My website would be the one that is the best to go for the TEF exam preparation, since everything is there. How to tackle the exam, what you will have in the exam, all the parts of the exam, preparation for the, all kinds of eventualities. So, but YouTube would help you a lot, I think. With understanding the conjugation and the grammar of things. Please, when will you be having your new live in YouTube? 4 weeks time. I'm going to France first because we have this very cool thing happening with people that have come from all over the world to spend a week away with me. So I'm going to do that first, and then I'll come back and I'll tell you all about it. Sketch Vibes, bonjour madame, I have been learning French for 2 months from your YouTube channel. It really helps. You make everything easy and understandable, and you're really a great teacher. Thank you very much. Do you have resources for DELF preparation? Not yet. It's coming up though. And I'm going to go because I've got to teach on the other side. What I mean by that is in 20 minutes here. Just ok, that's it for me. Au revoir. À bientôt. Bisous, bisous. Salut. Salut. Bye.